Before we begin, drop a comment telling us which city and country you're watching from and what time it is there. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this story might just change the way you look at classified documents forever. They say the most dangerous thing in the galaxy isn't a weapon, it's a story. It began quietly, as such things often do. A glitch in the Galactic Data Stream archives. On a routine systems audit, an archivist AI flagged a non-compliant entry labeled Project Everwake, Human Combat Archive 07A. At first glance, it looked like a corrupted file, language code unknown, metadata scrambled, but what caught attention was the clearance tier: classified, then double classified, then class 0 encrypted, a level reserved for only one kind of data: existential threats. Protocols dictated that such data must be reviewed by a live delegate, and so the Council of Digital Integrity summoned their human liaison, Commander Aveline Rhodes. Aveline wasn't just any human, she was a war historian, a diplomat, and just once, a ghost operative during the siege of Vrax-9. She knew how to read between lines, especially when the lines were trying to hide something. "Open it," she said. The room tensed. Aveline leaned over the console, her fingers danced across the translator interface. A soft chime echoed. The file began. It wasn't a report, it wasn't even a briefing. It was a letter. "To whoever finds this, if you're reading this, it means we've failed." Aveline's pupils contracted. The voice was male, American accent, low timbre, steady, too steady. The kind of voice that spoke when the stakes were already lost. "This document is a chronicle of what we did, why we did it, and what came after. Not for forgiveness, not even for understanding, just so someone remembers." Counselor Telowin, a crystalline being with neural synapse arrays, interjected. "What is this?" "Confession," Aveline said. But it was more than that. The file unfolded into a sprawling audio log, video clip, journal entries, fragments of skirmishes, all stitched into a narrative that danced dangerously close to myth. The Black Sky Protocol. It was a last resort contingency, hidden deep within Earth's defense network, one not even the Federation was supposed to know about. The narrator's voice returned. "When Earth stood on the edge, when every shield failed, every ally retreated, we activated Everwake. We didn't build bigger weapons, we didn't summon gods, we rewrote the rules." Aveline's face went pale, because she knew what was coming. Project Everwake wasn't a weapon, it was a resurrection. A neural archive of the greatest military tacticians, operatives, and field commanders in human history, uploaded into synthetic proxies, genetically enhanced host bodies that could endure combat indefinitely. Not AI, not clones, something in between, something worse. We brought back the boogeymen. Images flashed ghost-like soldiers with blank stares, moving like wraiths through enemy lines, outmaneuvering alien fleets, hijacking starships, turning entire invasions into chaos, without ever being officially present. One Varkathi observer whispered, "They weren't alive." Aveline corrected, "They weren't dead either." The file continued, revealing the true horror. Project Everwake didn't just resurrect warriors, it recycled them, over and over. Every memory, every pain, every death, stored and rebooted into the next proxy. 1,000 wars lived in a single mind. The file ended with a final message: "We broke ourselves to save ourselves, and when the stars called us monsters, we didn't disagree. But we never broke first. Never forget that." The file terminated. Silence fell. The council chamber, typically filled with the mechanical whir of breathing apparatuses and translation drones, felt like a tomb. Then came the vote. A motion was filed to erase the file permanently, to bury it in the black data crypts beneath the council's vaults. But one delegate, a young Triskari noble, vetoed it. He simply said, "The galaxy needs to remember, if only to never provoke them again." And from that day on, the most restricted file in galactic history remained untouched, unaltered, and untranslated, locked behind quantum encryptions. But every species knew its name. Every child in military academies whispered about it. Project Everwake, the last nightmare Earth ever needed. And still, no one really knew if the program had ever been deactivated. If you're still here, just remember, Earth doesn't always bark, but when it bites, it doesn't let go. Subscribe, like, share, and whatever you do, don't forget where the nightmares are archived.